Hello. I thought I'd introduce myself because I've got some new followers, and also because part of the garbage that goes at the start of any book is a biog. I'm going to read out my current biog, which I'm never really happy with them, but this is where mine is at now. The reason for this, though, is really that you do have to make a decision, even if it's a temporary one, a sort of holding pattern decision about who you're going to be on the page as you write, and that goes for narrative non-fiction, for autobiography, just as much as it does for a first-person narrator in a novel. So this is who I am officially in 2026. Toby Litt is a writer, academic and environmental activist based in London. He grew up in Ampthill and went to Bedford Modern School. He has published novels, short story collections and poems. His most recent book is a writer's diary, Gallybeggar 2023. And his diary continues to run on Substack. His novel Patience was shortlisted for the Republic of Consciousness Prize. He is a member of English Pen and editor of the Writers Rebel website. The recent Netflix series, maybe not so recent, Dead Boy Detectives, cult Netflix series, was based on Toby's run on the Vertigo DC comic of the same name. Toby is the head of creative writing at the University of Southampton, and I cut that at will when it needs to be shorter, and I cut it with pleasure. As far as I can see at this early stage, that last bit about being head of creative writing at the University of Southampton is the most important bit of the voice. It's the most important angle I'm going to take on writing the book. Not really the head part, but the being a creative writing practitioner, someone who has taught. What I'm trying to do on the page in this book, this writing manual, but also in the podcast, is speak as if I were in a workshop, giving advice, reacting to something that I just read, or also in a tutorial one-on-one when I'm speaking to a student who's come maybe not knowing that there's a particular thing that they need to address in their work, but that becoming clear as we talk about their work, that there is something that is constantly coming up as a block or something that they just can't figure out how other people do it. Very often this is to do with voice, to do with presence on the page and how you come across, and basically accepting that you're going to come across in one way rather than multiple ways. And by one way, I mean you need to have a consistent identity and a consistent place in time in the way that you talk to the reader. That goes for most things apart from experimental fiction. And by a consistent place in time, I mean that you're looking back at previous experience, or you are narrating a story that is still ongoing, but that doesn't change in an uncontrolled way. So I'm going to be addressing the reader as someone who's done quite a lot of writing in quite a lot of different forms and has learned some things from that which he can share. I'm going to be looking back at myself, but also looking back at what I've learned from other writers. In the next few days, I'm going to do a vague kind of contents page. That's really just a list of things that I think I'm going to cover in this writing manual on drafting. And that will include a kind of literature review, a going over of other writing manuals, for example, George Saunders' Swim in the Pond in the Rain, which is wonderful, that I will be drawing from, reacting to, but also that I've used in my teaching. So Thanks for listening. Hope to see you in a couple of days, if not tomorrow.